And Lolly likes to drive on from that right-hand side. Here's Billing, and what a chance for Huddersfield here, and they've taken the lead. Harry Bunn, an amazing moment for him. The former Manchester City scholar, academy product, son of Frankie Bunn, who has a bit of a history in cup competitions, is now a Huddersfield coach.
Well, Martin, the best way to respond from a scare at one end is to counter quickly, and that's exactly what Huddersfield have done. They drive into an area where Man City back off. In the end, Billing's awareness and touch with the ball to Bunn, and then the finish, just the power beats Bravo, fires it underneath him. You can see Otamendi stones backing away. Billing, lovely touch into the path of Bunn, composes himself and then drills it through the legs of Bravo to put Huddersfield in the lead. Chance at one end, hits the post, and then back up the other end for Huddersfield's lead.
Well, he'd like to run and join in the celebrations, a bit difficult from up there. And of course, De Bruyne. And that's not quite cut out by Holmes, Dennis, Sterling. And there it is, Leroy Sané. It was coming.
Martin, that is the first time that Holmes, Dennis, Sané's pointing at the referee saying there's 3 handballs, because I think that they think that Holmes, Dennis has handled that cross-field pass from De Bruyne. But it was the first time De Bruyne finds Sterling on this right-hand side. As the ball comes over, does he touch it? I don't think he does. There's a big cry for handball, but then he has to deal with Sterling. 2 step overs, and then he rolls it into the path of Sané for one that he can't miss. That is the first time Sterling's got one-on-one in a dangerous area against the fullback, and he makes it count.
A straight ball by Zabaleta, and what's the referee going to make of that, with Otamendi ending up on the ground, and he's given the penalty. Stankovic.
Oh yeah, he's booked Stankovic for the push.
Yeah. Aguero's got the ball, so they finally do get a spot kick. It looked a pretty straight ball from Zabaleta, maybe easier to defend, but it had a little bit of craft to it.
Yeah, because Otamendi's got it in front of him. He's got goal side of Stankovic. The left arm goes out and drags him down.
Well, he's not faultless from the spot, Sergio Aguero. But here we are in the 35th minute to put City in front for the first time this evening. He's spot on tonight with his 21st goal of the season. Manchester City's 12th penalty of the season.
Well, he's a goal scorer extraordinaire, and he just hesitates in his run here, waits for Coleman to go to his left-hand side, and then just drags it back away from him into the top roof of the net. Wonderful penalty.
Where do you stand on this? Aguero won't be a pet player next season. Clive, do you think there's some substance to the most uttered words in this stadium tonight, hand and ball? Here's Zabaleta, Fernandinho, and Aguero. Coleman really in the firing line, and Zabaleta made by Aguero. 3-1. Manchester City have given the most emphatic response.
Well, this is a brilliant response from City, and just look at the reaction of Aguero when he cuts that back to Zabaleta. He's euphoric with actually assisting in scoring. He has the opportunity, which he fires at Coleman. We watch it here. The one-touch football is good, the interplay. They get a bit of good fortune, but then capitalise on the chance. Watch Aguero, cuts it back, and then the celebration down at the bottom of your screen. He loved actually making that for Zabaleta. That really is a fantastic comeback from City.
Making it for a teammate and a real mate, the 2 Argentines. They'll dine out on this one. But Huddersfield, with their bold approach, have brought the best out of Manchester City. It's a compliment to them, really. And when City get it right, there are few better.
Well, they asked the question, didn't they? They asked the question of Pep Guardiola's team.
In the FA Cup with the quarter-final in sight. And maybe widening the margin here. They do. Beautifully done by Aguero. Beautifully done.
Martin, I'm not sure if Huddersfield are tiring here, but they missed two challenges. There's two toed passes. The first from Fernandinho, the second from Zabaleta, which eventually springs Sterling on the right-hand side. And then the run from Aguero is fantastic. Watch this. There's a touch there. Couldn't quite get to the ball. Again, a slip from the fullback. But Sterling, as soon as he takes the first touch, he can see the run of Aguero. He attacks the space at the near post, and that is Aguero at his best. Wonderful movement, explosive pace, great finish.
Clive, can you coach players to do that, to get across the front of defenders? It's such an effective thing if you manage it on a regular basis, like players like Sergio Aguero can do. He's of smaller stature and definitely more mobile. Do you have to have that, or can you make people